Well, good afternoon. Excuse me. Good morning or good afternoon, everybody. Sorry, the little hoarse from earlier. Just waiting for people to clock in at 1:30. Good afternoon. Welcome to our uh, afternoon training on better marketing your properties using your free member benefit called Rela, R-E-L-A. So we'll wait and see who logs in. We'll wait a minute or two as people log in, and then we'll get started with today's class. Well, hi, Yashar. Welcome. You can type that in the chat box if you want. All right, well, good afternoon. Just wanted to welcome everybody that is attending today to our webinar. My name is Anthony. I am your host. Just a quick introduction of who I am. I work here at Orange County Realtors, been here now for almost 19 years. Started off in the MLS department, so I know guaranteed I'll speak to most of you, if not all of you, regarding rules, regulations, violations, all that fun stuff. What I'm also involved with is our outreach program. Our outreach program is designed to give you training on all your tools and products. So not only do I train on MLS, running searches, add and modifying listings, creating CMAs, all that fun stuff, but I also train on zip forms, how to put together your transactions electronically, how to digitally sign them, all the advanced tools that Zipforms has to offer. And of course, I train on tech. I love showing agents their real estate technology tools to be able to, uh, help make your lives in real estate a lot easier. Now, one of those tools that we're going to go over today is how to better market your properties using a product called Rela, R-E-L-A. Now, what Rela is your free member CRMLS member benefit that allows for you to create property-specific websites. And excuse me here, I'm going to shut my window. Seeing how we're still all working remotely. What Rela allows you to do is create property-specific websites, and it's really an easy tool. And I'm going to show you in 5 easy steps on how to actually make a property website, because I know everybody starts to think, geez, it must take a lot of effort. It must take a lot of time. And actually, no, it's actually going to be so much easier to make a property website than it would be to, say, input a listing into the MLS. And if you've ever inputted a listing into the MLS, you know that's pretty darn easy, though it takes like maybe anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. Here we can make a property website in less than 5. So there's going to be a lot of cool things that you're going to be able to do. Now I'm going to share my screen here so I can show you what is happening. Now, by any chance, has anybody used Rela yet? Good. No one's used it because I don't see any answers just yet. Not a problem. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how easy it is to make these beautiful property websites. And it's even beyond what the property website also offers you. So this is, again, a free CRM or free Orange County Realtors benefit. Anybody else outside of Orange County Realtors, if they go to Rela, RELAHQ, that's Harry quit.com. From here at their normal website, if we scroll down to sign up for Rela, and of course, where is Rela? There we go. To sign up for Rela initially, anybody that's not an Orange County member, it's spending about $24 per month to have at least one active property website with at least 2 agents. One is the listing agent, the other one's a co-agent. Okay. And if they needed more, it's $49 per month for at least 5 property websites, or $100 a month for up to 25 property websites. Now, this is just going to their regular website, www.relahq.com. Now, because we have a unique partnership with Rela, if you go to www.relahq.com/OCR, then you're going to notice here that you have a sign-up screen for Orange County Realtors. Now, the benefit for Orange County Realtors is this. Excuse me. Sorry. Is that you can create up to 3 property websites, or actually not create, have active up to 3 property websites at any given time at no cost to you, with at least 2 listing agents, one being the listing agent, the other one is a co-agent. If you had a little bit more than 3 listings and you needed at least 5, then you're talking about $39. And of course, up to 25 property websites, $79. So right away, just looking at non-members of Orange County Realtors having to pay at least for one property website of $24 a month. You, as an Orange County Realtors agent, get up to 3 properties, or can create or have active up to 3 property websites at no cost. So right away, you are saving yourself a ton of money. To have up to 5, you're saving yourself $10. So instead of $49, it's $39. And if you needed more, up to 25 properties, instead of paying $100, you're paying about $80. So you're getting about a 20% savings. So with that said, everybody attending today, I don't care if you have a listing or not today, at least activate your free account. Now, how you activate your free account, again, www.relahq as in Harry, Q as in quit.com/OCR. From here, you're going to move your mouse and click where it says name, and you're going to type in your first name, your last name, your email address, create a password, and then put in what your user ID is for the MLS. Now you're going to click on create your free account. When you click on your create your free account and you've activated it, now you're ready to create property websites at any given time. Okay. Are there any questions on creating your account? None? Okay. So now what do we do? Tony, geez, it must be really super hard to make a property website. You know, I know there are affiliate members and other people I've talked to, and they tell me that it's going to take at least 2 to 3 weeks to make a property website. You know, it must sound really super complicated to make one. Today, I'm going to tell you it's not. Using this service, you can literally, and you know what? Sure, I'll allow you guys to talk. So I'm going to unmute you or give you the ability to unmute.
I have a question.
Yes.
I know you mentioned that we can get up to 3 free listing sites at a time. You know, if we want more, then we would pay a little bit more. But is that free as long as we're a member of like
Orange County Realtors?
The MLS right, as long as we're a member, or is that free only for a certain amount of time and then after that you'll pay?
Nope, it's free as long as you're an Orange County Realtors member.
Okay, and then does that website stay up there until you get deleted?
Until you take it down. As a matter of fact, you're not going to delete any of your websites. So as long as you only have up to 3 active, you can have as many created as you need. Okay. So as you'll notice here to the left-hand side of my screen, when I log in, I get to see all my previous websites that are not currently published. As long as it's not published or it says not published, then you're not taking up any of your slots. So as you sell property or the property closes, you're going to take down your listing site. So that will always allow your free 3 always to be used. So as long as you have no more than 3 active at any given time, you're never going to get charged.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Terry, Yasher, did that help? Okay, so I'm going to show you how easy it is to make a property website in 5 steps. Okay, now step number 1, after we log in, you're going to come over towards the top right corner. I'm going to move my camera just a little bit so I can see that button. So you're going to move your mouse over towards the top right corner to where it says add property. Now, this is only going to be useful for those of you who are listing agents of a listing. Please do not create property websites for properties that you are not the proper listing agent on. Okay. But I will tell you, it doesn't matter if it's a residential listing, a lease, income, commercial, land lot, mobile home, whatever. As long as you're a listing agent on a property, you can make a property website for your property. All you need to do, top right corner, click add a property. From here, input the street address of your listing. So maybe we'll go with 23782. I want to 691. There we go. Add the property. Now, once I click on add a property, what this system is now going to do is it's going to scour the entire internet to find any public data about this property. Now, when you list a property out or on the MLS, your listing goes out to 91,000 public websites. Okay. Zillow, Realtor.com, Realtor.com, OC Register, LA Times, and of course, real estate agents, IDX Fed websites. Okay. So right away, we're going to be pulled directly into the details section for our property website. Now, what we're going to do here real quickly, and I'm going to move my window over just a little bit, is that we're going to do a couple of things here. Number 1, we can write a property description. Now, you'll notice that the property description is already pre-filled in. Why? It's because it's pulled from public records, public internet. But wait a minute. How many of you have inputted a listing into the MLS before? Anybody?
No.
Deanna has, I heard a no. Rochelle has, great. Now, as you know, when you list a property in the MLS, a couple of things. Number one, you have certain things that you cannot say in the MLS, right? Like showing instructions, private phone numbers, email addresses, what company you're with, things like that, correct? Per our MLS rules. Two, you're also limited to the amount of characters in your property description. I want to say you're limited to about 1,500 characters. That includes spaces and things like that. So a property description in the MLS really requires you to finagle or be very selective about what you need to say about a property. Now, this is where having your own property website for your listing comes into effect. You can now say whatever you need to say about this home. Maybe you don't need to say certain things or have certain things generically repeated, but you can now go through and edit your own property description. Whoops. Single family home built in 1975. Love to show you this unique property. Feel free to contact me anytime for a showing. Right? You can put stuff like that in there. You can even get more descriptive about what you need to on a home to start to sell it. Okay? So that's the property description. You now have an unlimited amount of characters to be able to describe your home. You can now go around and say other things that you would not normally be allowed to say on your listing, because why? This is your property website. Okay. Now, over here to the left-hand side, I'm going to close that out a little bit. Or I'm sorry, right-hand side. Listing status, you don't need to worry about, but just know that if you were the listing agent, you could mark the property website as sold or in escrow, or maybe it's a coming soon or a custom status like pending, withdrawn, expired, whatever else. Okay. You'll notice that there is not a choice here for active. Active only comes active here in the top left corner where it says not published. If I go and click on the down arrow here and I move it from not published to published, that means that this property is actively being marketed for sale or for lease. Okay. So when we're making a property website, we're going to, at the very end, after we make it, published. Okay. But we're not there yet. That's step 5. So here at step 2, after we put in the property information, or we're going to put in the property information. Now here we notice that the property type is pulled from the public records. That indicates that it's a single family, but you also have other choices. We click on the down arrow, we can indicate that this is a duplex, triplex, or a quadplex. It's a condo, it's a co-op, a mobile home, multi-units, timeshare, townhome, now miscellaneous. I love this choice. Or other. So I had mentioned earlier that as long as you're a listing agent on any listing, you can actually make a property website. It's this section here that's going to afford you that detail about your listing. So if this is a lease, as an example, we can go to say other, and now we can say residential lease. Or maybe it's a business opportunity. Right? Or, geez, commercial for sale or lease. So now you can make a property website for any and all listings that you have as a listing agent. You are no longer limited to just creating a property website for just residential. Here, you can now create a property website for any and all listing types that you're listing in the MLS. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when we create a website, are we able to attach this link to the MLS when we put it up as a listing, or are we
Yes,
not allowed to do that? Okay.
you can, because there is a section for website. So you can put a website there, and you can put it in the, say, private remarks if you wanted to. So you're afforded the ability to put a website in the private remarks, because that goes directly to the agents, not the clients.
Okay, and then also, will we be getting a recording of this?
Yes,
Perfect, thank you.
you're welcome. So, yes, we are recording today's session, so everybody attending today will get a copy of this. Now, I do see, Rochelle, you have your hand raised. Are you able to hear me, Rochelle, and see me? And you can unmute yourself. I gave you the ability to unmute yourself if you choose.
I'm sorry to cut in again.
Mm-hmm.
I signed up for the class earlier today as well, but one of my other classes went on longer than expected and I didn't get to attend. Would I be able to get a recording of that as well, or only
Sure.
people that
Just shoot me
actually
an
attended?
email. Shoot me an
Okay.
email, and I'll make sure you get a copy of that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, and then let's see here. We do have somebody wrote something in chat. Sorry, mistake. Oh no, don't be sorry. It's all good. All right, list price. Put in the list price of your property. Okay. Here you got year built, you got bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, how many stories, garage. Here you have attached, detached, or other. Maybe it is an attached garage. How many parking spaces the property has, which is great. Now you'll notice here that I skipped over the other part here towards the left, and that is the amenities. So what does the property have? Now we see here under amenities, there are some suggestions or predetermined choices. So maybe it's got access to the beach and it's got city lights view. Just simply choose on the choice. But wait a minute. What happens if there's a choice that's not here? How do I talk about the amenity without having to necessarily write it in the property description? And what's important is not only is it quick, or I need to say what quickly this property has, but in a Google search, these amenities are always pulled in a Google search, which will now reference my property website. So very easy. If I don't see an amenity that's in this list, don't worry. All you need to do is click in the box where it says amenities to get your cursor to blink. And now you can type in what you need or what the property has. So fully remodeled kitchen. And then maybe Viking appliances. And then of course, dog run and whatever other stuff. Oh, the important stuff, wine cellar. And apprentice, or whoops, mother-in-law quarters. Just simply type in what you need, hit tab, and now that's part of your amenities. So now what we can do is pick and choose what we need, and of course, obviously, type in what isn't already there. That way, these things are seen by anybody going to the property website, or if they run a Google search, my property will now be elevated to the top of the list because this is a keyword that maybe people need to find. Now, what we need to do here, if we're ready to do something else, step 3, we're going to come over here towards the top right corner, click save. Always hit save your work on the details section. So now, step 3, we're going to add in photos. We're going to go, oh, and I forgot one other thing here, back to the details before we go to the photos. Underneath the amenities section, you can also upload and indicate if the property is going to have an open house. So now you can indicate on your own personal property website the dates and the times that you're holding your open houses, whether they're virtual or live. Now, once you save that information, under the details, step 3, the photo gallery. Here under the photo gallery, we now need to upload our photos. Now, anybody know how many photos you can have on your listing in the MLS? No one knows? 75 photos. You can have up to 75 photos on your listing in the MLS. But a couple of things. Number one, size limitations. MLS has a size limitation of no more than 2 megabytes per photo on your listing. Now, 2 megabytes doesn't seem, sounds like a lot, but in today's photography world, those are either low to medium res or resolution pictures, which is perfectly fine for MLS. And a lot of times more than fine for the internet. But a lot of times you're hiring these photographers who are taking high definition, more than 3 megabytes in size of photos, but you can't do anything with them. But they're great for videos, right? Even though you've paid for them and sometimes the photographer gives them to you, you want to use them. Now, not only is our property website not worried about the size limitation, so we can now upload those high resolution photos instead of the low resolution from the MLS. We can now take those high res photos that we get from our photographer and upload them to our property website. But here's also another benefit. You are not limited to the amount of photos that you put on your property website. Even though the MLS only limits you to 75, your property website is unlimited. This is great for those of you who have a photographer that has taken at least 200 photos of a home. So now you don't necessarily have to pick and choose which photos get used in your marketing. You can now, if you wanted to, use every and all photos. How you upload a photo to the property website is super easy. Here under the photo gallery section, we're going to go to add files here in the middle of the screen. Now we're going to browse our computer and hopefully, there we go, for those files. And now what we're going to do is we're going to find one. And instead of choosing one at a time, I'm going to hold down either my control key or command key. And I'm going to select all that I need to upload. Now, when I hit open, the system is now automatically uploading all 200 photos in just a matter of a few moments. So it's really easy to upload your photos quickly and easily. As you'll see here, the system is going to refresh. We've got 5 of 12, 7 of 12. There's my photos right here in the background. What I now need to do is maybe rearrange the order. Really easy to do here once this is done. If I wanted to move an image to be number 1, just simply hover over top of the image, click and hold with my mouse, drag it, move it, and let go. Way easier than MLS. Underneath the image, I can click in the box and now type in a description. So here what I can do is I can now rearrange my photos very quickly and easily to show and highlight the major features of this home. So that's step number 3. Step number 4, theme and contacts. Here, when I go to the theme and contact information, we notice that the current theme has already been pre-selected for me. Over here towards the right, this is what the property website currently looks like. So it's a great way of previewing. Couple of things here. You'll notice on the website, we can overview it, look at the photos, the amenities, the contact information, the map based on the current theme. We got the first photo as the main photo. Here on the property website, we can scroll down. We see list price, bedroom, bathroom, square footage, our property description, the list of all the photos. Down below, we see the amenities that we typed in. But more importantly, if you'll notice here, listed and presented by. It's got my information. Now, before we can get our information in here, which we'll talk about here just to the left under contacts, more importantly for you is get in touch. So, lots of these other third-party websites that are out there that say, geez, consumers are finding you and your listings on our website. And when they say get in touch, it doesn't necessarily send the contact directly to you. Those third-party websites tend to filter or send that lead to someone else, right? This is where the advantage of your personal property website comes into play. If someone types in their information here and they say send an inquiry, that inquiry goes directly to you. It actually comes directly to your email address. So the leads will always get to you. They will not ever go to anyone else. You just need to periodically check your emails and your notifications. Okay? Rela will send you a notification to your phone device or to your email that, hey, you received a lead, go check it out. Okay? So just know that this comes directly to you. Now, if you don't like the theme, not a problem. Come back over here to the left where it says change theme, click on it. And now over here to the right, you're now given, what is it now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 different property website themes to choose from. These are all high def, high res websites. All you need to do is just find one that you might like or want to look at, click on it. It now refreshes the screen, and you can now see in this preview section what it looks like. So now you can fully customize your own personal website, or I should your own property website. Underneath the theme, your company logo. Click here, upload your company logo to have it embedded on your property website. Now, the company logo, you'll only need to have to do one time. If you never ever leave your company, upload it. It will always be here for any future properties that you are going to create. Under the contact information, simply choose edit or add contact. And from here, you're going to put in your information on how you're going to be contacted and what your information is displayed on the property website. It will have your name, but it won't have your profile picture. So upload a profile picture of who you are, indicate that you're a real estate agent or realtor, put in your cell number, your email address, the company that you're with, your DRE license number, because all first point of contact per DRE regulations must have name of company, your name, and of course your DRE license number. Now, if you have your own personal email or website, then you can upload that or put that or tie it with the property website as well. Down below, your social media platforms that you're connected to. Just simply, I think it's defaulted to be Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, but just simply click in the box, type in the address. If you have something else, click on add more, and now you can choose your Pinterest, your Vimeo channel, Google Plus, Yelp, or your Zillow account to be referenced. And then again, put in the link. Once you put in this information, simply come down below and save the data. You'll only have to do this one time. Now, if you change companies, obviously you're going to need to fix it for the next property that you list under your new company. But if you don't change companies all that often, you shouldn't need to change any of your contact or company logo data. Okay. Now, once you've done that, and you've chosen your theme, let's see, we've done 1, 2, 3. This is step 4, step 5. Come up to the top, click on not published, and make the property website published. Once you click on publish property, then under your domains, you are defaulted with a free domain name for your property website. It will always have the property address .relahq.com. If you don't like that, then what you can do is add or request a domain name, which you can now choose your own personal type of domain. And for a small fee of, I think, about $15, Rela will make that or create that domain name for you. Or if you've already done one before or already done one, like through GoDaddy, then you can upload your own personal domain for the property website to be hosted on. But just know that you don't necessarily have to pay anybody anymore for your own domain name for this property. Here, one is given to you at no charge. It's included. Now you're ready to share that property website to the world to get people to come and look at the property. Put it on the MLS under the public remark or private remarks, or the website section in the MLS, or put it on your Facebook page, or put it on your personal property website or personal website, or do a video about it, something. Are there any questions on how to make a property website? Did that look super easy for everybody? Now, I know I went over it, it took us about 30 minutes, but I wanted to show you what you could do. Honestly, if you're doing this yourself, it should take you less than 5 minutes to do just the bare minimum. And again, you can unmute yourself if you choose. I'm giving everybody the ability to talk today. Anyone? No questions? All right. So what makes Rela super cool? It's all the extra added features. Okay. And we're going to go over those super quickly. Number one, back over here, under showing schedule, you can actually also indicate on your property website when showings are allowed. You can say, allow visitors who are going to your property website to request a tour or a showing. You can say yes, use your standard calendar, or you can connect one of your other two calendar accounts, like Calendly or Acuity. Typically, you're probably going to choose just your standard calendar for someone to request a showing. Other than that, under showing schedule, you can click on add new, and you can now say what type of showing at what times are allowed. So you can indicate the dates and the times when showings are allowed on the property. Maybe you do a virtual open house showing. Maybe, in-person live streaming or pre-recorded video. Here you can say in-person, Tours are available upon appointment. In person on the 25th between 9 a.m. and, oh, I don't know, 1 p.m. And then you can hit save. And again, this is an open house date, but you can put in whatever you need. Okay. So you can just indicate all that. Virtual open houses are awesome, right? Nowadays, with people being just getting into the groove of live open houses, but yet there are still sellers that don't want people just walking through their house. Great opportunity to still do a virtual open house on this property. Let people know that you have a virtual open house going. And have them tune into your Facebook business page or your Zoom meeting or register or what have you. Indicate all that. Next thing, back to the photo gallery. Here we've got our photos uploaded, but maybe I need to have a little bit more showmanship with the photos on the website. This is where we can allow or turn on under the photo gallery options to turn on our virtual tour. And what that does is it takes these photos and puts them into a slideshow format on the property website. So what I can do is turn it from off to enable. I can even pick and choose what photos are to be used. I can say how fast the photos are to go through the slideshow, what type of effect, like the pan zoom, randomize it, or fade in and out, and then save and close. To see what that looks like, simply come back under that theme and contact. And we're going to see here in previewing the listing, there we go. We got a nice little slideshow going on here in the background of the photos. Now, the other important part. Now, we just showed photos, right? How many of you actually get videos done of your listings? Either a slideshow video, or maybe you're doing the 360 or 3D tours of your listings. Anybody? Maybe one or two of you?
But
No,
I do
not
like
yet?
the 3D. I do like the 3D viewing.
Good. Well, on your property website under videos and 3D tours, here we can upload our either branded or unbranded videos. MLS allows only unbranded, but here we can upload our videos. So very simply, just click on add a video. We can either upload it from our YouTube or Vimeo channel, like a web link, or if we make the video ourselves, we can actually peruse and upload our own video. Let me find a video. Okay. So here we can upload that video very easily by just choosing that file. And here it's just going to take it a second. But wait, there's more. How many pictures can you have on your property website here in Rela? Anybody remember?
You said unlimited.
Exactly, Diana. Unlimited photos, right? Well, guess what? In videos, or with the videos, you can upload as many videos as you want. Now, you're probably asking yourself, well, geez, Tony, why would I need to upload numerous videos? Shouldn't I just upload the one video about the property? And the answer is no. How many of you are doing video marketing right now? Anybody? And what I mean by video marketing, something beyond just the listing video. Like you're actually got an intro video of yourself. Maybe you have done a community video in the neighborhood that you're marketing, or where the property is listed. And you've actually have interviewed people and talked about the community and things like that. Well, what you can now do is take those videos and upload them as part of your website. The one video you definitely want besides the property video is your introduction video. So if you haven't done one yet, you're going to whip out your phone, you're going to have it at eye level, and then you're just going to talk 30 seconds about and introduce who you are. Hi, I'm Anthony with Jack and Jill Real Estate. Welcome to the fun world of real estate buying or selling. Just to let you know, I've been only in the business for a couple of years, but I really love working with clients in and around Orange County. But specifically, if you need something and you have troubles, or if you just need help, let me know. And I know the great people that will be able to help you buy or sell your home, including myself, right? Or even help you stay in your home. Give me a call, 949-586-6800, extension 104. Upload it. Now take that video and put it as part of your website or your property website. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I selected a large video, so I'm kind of stuck here while this is uploading, and I really wish that there was a cancel button. There it is. So you can upload as many videos as you want. Okay. Now, Deanna had said, well, geez, I love those 3D tours. And maybe I paid my photographer the little extra to give me a 360 tour or a 3D video. Now, for those of you who have never seen these, this is what they politely refer to as Matterport. Now, Matterport is the big company that has really brought this to fruition to the real estate industry, but there are lots of cameras nowadays that do 360 or 3D tours. So here, under the 3D tour section, we can now add a virtual tour or a 3D tour. And I'm going to take the sample one that's here. And you can now paste those tours. And again, you can have as many as you need. So if you only did, maybe it's got an ADU, an assisted, assisted dwelling, or an access or additional dwelling unit. There we go. Additional dwelling unit on the property. So now you've got two different videos. Here, upload as many as you need. Now, if you've never seen one before, this is what it looks like. And this is why it's been so popular over the past couple of years. Because now what you can do is virtually walk through the house without necessarily physically having to be there. Here we can look around and look up and down and walk into the rooms. Every individual room of a home. See views out the windows, see the beds, see the carpet, the lighting, the colors of the walls. So now we can walk through these homes. And I've been talking about videos like this for close to 5 years. And I know a lot of agents used to say, well, no, that's never going to happen. That's never going to come to fruition. Nobody's really ever going to make this popular. Trust me, these videos are super popular today, especially because you have clients that are from out of town. Today's clients with videos like this do not want to walk through or see 40, 50, 60, 70 different homes like they used to. Today, with videos like this, a client literally is only going to want to see maybe their big five. And the reason why they want to see their big five is they want to actually get a feel for that actual home. They've been in it. They've now seen it. It's great. This is great nowadays for a seller who doesn't like a lot of foot traffic through their home. Do or get a tour like this done of the property. Clients that are out of town love seeing these homes because a client that's out of town just can't simply jump in the car and meet you at a property in an hour or two or in the next day or two. They usually have to plan trips to fly out here, right? And heaven forbid, they're international clients. So tours like this are super helpful. And you'll notice that down below, we've got the VR goggles. If anybody ever seen those, all I need to do is stick my phone in it, wear it on my head, and now I can look and walk through the house as if I'm actually there. And those type of goggles only cost you $10 or $15 out of Home Goods. You can find them everywhere. So these types of tours are amazing. If you can, always talk to your photographer about trying to do something like this.
Yeah,
Now,
I feel like they became super popular because of COVID, you know.
oh, big time, because of the limited showings. They were beginning to be more popular before COVID, but COVID really made them super popular only because people weren't showing homes for a good 4 months. You know, March, April, May, June, July. I would say 4 months. There were no showings on listings, but it was all virtual. And I think a lot of people were amazed how nice it was to walk through a home and how safe it was. So, because you didn't have to physically be there. I still think it's a face to face business still, and it will always be. But things like this will make your lives so much easier. And being a listing agent, showing value about how you can quickly and easily give access to someone's home, you know, is pretty amazing, right? Because I can give you access to the home without giving you physical access to the home. And another cool thing here is this is also, you could, pitch it to a seller like with a video tour like this. This is put your home 24 hours a day, 7 days a week as an open house. You just don't have to worry about people walking through your home. Anybody like that?
Yeah, I do. That's good.
Good. All right. So, videos, music, entertainment on our website. Here, we are given, oh, and they got even more music today. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21 different pieces of music that we can play on our property website. When they first started this, they only had, I think, 6 or 7. They've now expanded it to 21. All you need to do, click on the play button, get the idea of the type of song that you like, sets the mood for the home. And if you like it, just simply choose add. Now at that point, we can go back to theme and contact. And now here we can hear the music playing through the property website. Kind of nice and entertaining, something fun. Okay. Next button here, docs and floor plans. So you have a section for people to download or access documents like floor plans and things like this. So you have a picture of the floor plan or a PDF file of the floor plan. You can upload it as part of your property website. But wait, there's more. Anybody here ever deal with a tenant or a lease before? Whether you were maybe the leasing agent or the leaseor agent?
No, not at least.
Not a lease. But usually with a lease, there's a lot of documentation involved, right? Like they want maybe they have a checklist of items that need to be submitted with the application of rent, like proof of funds, rental history, eviction history, FICO score, or even better yet, maybe there's that website called Rent Spree that they want them to use. Okay. Well, if you're talking about adding up documents or even putting on your property website that's a lease, the application to rent, because only an applicant can fill out that form, you can go into Zip Forms, put in the property address, download it as a PDF file, and then take that PDF and upload it to your property website for your lease. That way on the property website, there's an icon for somebody to click on and download that PDF file and then submit it with their offer. Okay, so you could do that. Let's see here. Brochures. Now this is the big fun part too. Under the brochures section, lots of you, when you get a listing, are either paying someone or waiting for flyers and postcards and stuff like that to be made, right? And it probably costs you a couple of $100 to get maybe 100 flyers made. And then of course you got to wait a week or two before that happens, right? And of course, nowadays with listings going on and off the market quickly and easily, time is of the essence. Under the brochure section, Rela for Orange County Realtors agents has several different templates to choose from. Here under the flyer section, Rela gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different flyers that you can pick and create. These are all templates. These are also high definition PDF files. So find a template. Oh, by the way, the ones that say 2 pages indicate that it's a front and back flyer. Okay. But what's nice about this flyer is I can pick one by clicking on the down arrow and say use this design. When I choose use this design, now I can edit everything and anything on this flyer. Now, most everything is pulled in already from the property website, but if I wanted to change the pictures or change the fonts or the titles, all I need to do is just simply click the magnifying glass, and now everything is fully modifiable about this flyer.
Is that kind of like Canva, right? Where you
Kind
can
of like
just kind
Canva.
of put in whatever.
You
But
can
with
put in
the
whatever,
property
you can
photo,
rearrange it, choose different
the
things, whatever you want.
the property photo you'll be putting in there, or does it automatically populate from the info that you've already put in there?
It automatically populates from the input. If you notice, there's the front of the house that I chose. That's number 1 photo, number 2, and number 3. If I don't want that photo, then I can go in and maybe delete it and then insert another picture from my photos. So or maybe, you know what? I don't want such a big picture here. So I'm going to add in even more photos. So I can move this around and maybe move these things around. And then I can say insert another image. And now I can pick my photos from my property website. And now I can move it or rearrange it, add it, whatever I need to do. Just like so. Then once I'm done modifying this, which shouldn't take you too long, I can hit close. And now from here, you can see that there's a download here. I can now download this high definition PDF and then either print it on my high def printer or take it to maybe Kinko's or bring it to my marketing guy, hand them the file and say, please make 50 copies of this on cardstock. Now, all of a sudden, I've saved time and effort.
Those would be kind of good to have when you do the open house as well, so people take the flyers, right?
Yep.
Or prior to, yeah.
Or prior to. Now, besides the flyers, have you ever been to any of the multi-million-dollar properties before? And they have those really nice cardstock, books, the brochures.
They have like an actual, they have an actual booklet.
Yep. Guess what? They have the booklets here too. So now every one of your properties can be the multi-million-dollar look. Here we have a 4-page brochure, either horizontal or vertical. And again, you can select what you need or want. And now it's going to display all 4 pages of this book. And again, everything on every page is fully customizable. I can change the font styles. I can rearrange the pictures. I can do whatever I want. And again, I can then download it and send it off to my printer. So usually those brochures take a couple of weeks for somebody to make, design, and print. Here, I've saved them the time and the effort. I just need them to print it. And Kinko's will print brochures on that nice glossy cardstock. If there is still a Kinko's. You like that so far? Then, of course, social media. Geez, we need to have social media posts just listed, just sold here. Again, for all of our various different social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or more importantly, Instagram. Instagram is just basically pictures. So here we can choose something that's really nice, that's Instagram friendly. And again, download it and then upload it. Postcards. You have a slew of different templates for postcards, front and back, different sizes, different looks. Here, just find the postcard you want to use. In this case, maybe, oh, I don't know. Let's go with the just listed look. And it is a front and back postcard. And again, everything's fully customizable. So now when I download it, I can now send it off to my EDM and then give them my list of people to receive this postcard. Are there any questions on the brochures?
No, everything you're going over right now is everything that's included with
With your
being part
member
of the
benefit.
application.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Everything I'm going over right now is all absolutely free. Now, the next thing that I'm going to go over, which is the last thing, is, and one of the coolest benefits of Rela is that you'll notice here that under my details section or my overall view, we have this box here that says introducing Rela's connection with Facebook targeted ads. Now, if you've ever made a targeted ad on Facebook's business page, it usually takes you anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes to make a targeted ad. Here, Rela will help you make the ad in less than 2 minutes that you can push into your Facebook business page for your target marketing. Okay. All you need to do is when you click on Get Started, link your Facebook business page account to your Rela account, because it's going to ask you what's your Facebook business page name. Now, real quickly, I'm just going to pop over here to this lovely demo video, and I'm going to skip through most of it because I just want to highlight the major portions of this video. Okay. So to make the property web, or to make a Facebook targeted ad, you come back over to that overview page. Okay. From here, when you click on Get Started, the ad section comes up. Now here, what we can do, starting from right to left, actually, let's go from left to right. Here you can, it's going to run on your Facebook business page, so that will be referenced. Whoops. There we go. Over here under budget and timing, you can say when you want the ad to start, when you want it to end, and then you can say how much money you want to spend. Okay. Now, I will tell you that Rela's cost to run the ad is $9 per day with a minimum of 1 week, which translates to be about maybe $50 for a week. Okay. So now what you can do is spend, say, your budget cap being $100 to run maybe a 2-week ad. Okay. Now, once you pick that, then you're going to come over to the right-hand side. What is the objective of the ad? Is it to generate leads or just generate views on the website? Typically, you as a real estate agent want to generate leads. Well, what kind of leads do you want to generate? Do you want to generate buyer leads, agent leads, lender leads, investor leads, or there should be a fourth option or fifth option by now, seller leads? Well, you already have the property listed. So what you're going to do on this ad is generate buyer leads for your listing. Now, down below under gender and age, that's no longer going to be existent because of the current Facebook ad guidelines. You can no longer discriminate against someone's age or sex orientation. So they will automatically have this to all genders and 18 on up. Okay. What you care about is the search by locations. Here you can say how far out around the subject property do you want to go, or where this ad should go. 5 miles, 10 miles, 100 miles, 300 miles around the subject property. Okay. Unfortunately, they took the ability to point out or choose cities that you want the ad to be seen in. And the reason why that was, they felt that people were discriminating against other cities for not getting the ad out there. So Facebook, again, has made it a little bit more challenging, but what you can do is say, I want a certain distance around the subject property. I would try to put in maybe a couple of 100 miles. A couple of 100 miles is pretty big. Now from here, you can hit next. Now when you hit next, a preview of the ad comes up. Again, like with your brochures and your flyers, everything about this ad is fully editable. Okay, you can change the title, you can change the pictures, you can add in video, which I would definitely recommend. You can even change around the just listed title or the basic description. What you can't change, however, is the website and learn more. But that's okay, you won't need to. Here, once you modify what you need, everything about that ad, and again, you won't have to really modify too much. What will then happen is you're going to be taken to a review screen. Now let's back up a little bit. There we go. At the review screen, after you're done modifying the ad, you're going to be now taken to see what the ad is going to look like. It's going to say, all right, this is what your budget is. This is when the ad's going to run, what the objective of the ad is going to do. Publish your ad. Once you hit publish your ad, your listing now gets seen by people's news feeds. So it's going to automatically run that ad and be displayed in everyone's news feed. Whoops. Just like so. Now, a couple of things happen here. Number one, if they hit like page, this now gets an automatic like on your Facebook business page, which is a great way of generating likes on your business page. But number two, they see the ad and they can either click on learn more, or if they click on the ad itself, will direct them to the property website directly. But if they click on learn more, a window opens up and you'll notice here that it automatically vets the person's information. You have to have your full name, right? Because when you have a Facebook personal page, you have to have a first name and a last name on your account, just like you have to have an email address on your account, which, by the way, when you create a Facebook personal page account, it sends you a verification to make sure that the email address is true, just like it wants to get a phone number from you. So right away, Facebook has already vetted three major things about this lead that you as a real estate agent want to have. Now, when they hit submit, that information gets immediately sent to you as an agent. Okay. Now, this is where we're going to have fun in tracking this information on Rela. So if somebody clicks on learn an ad, submits their information, you are sent an email as well as a push notification to your email and phone that you have gotten a lead from the ad. Because Facebook will always notify you anytime someone clicks on one of your ads that someone has submitted their information from the ad. Rela sends you the email indicating that you have received a lead from your ad. Okay. So this will now prompt you to go back into Rela, look at your overview. If you look at your overview about the property website, you're going to scroll down and you're going to see your ad performance. From here, you're going to be able to see how much money of your budget did you spend? How many people have seen the ad? How many people have actually clicked on the ad? And of course, how many people have submitted their information from the ad? True life story, about 2.5 years ago, gentleman on his listing in Laguna Woods sent out an ad, spent $100. He got 1,700 impressions for a 2-week ad. Out of those impressions, he had 95 people click on the ad. And out of those 95 clicks, there were 12 leads. 12 leads. Out of the 12 leads, he converted 6 of them. Now, how do you convert them? Well, you'll notice down below here are the leads, the date that they clicked on the ad, the times. But when you click on the lead itself, you're going to be able to see their phone number, their email address. You can write a message to them to email them, or even better yet, call them on the phone. Unfortunately, you can't export this right now, but know that, geez, if you have a CRM, guess what you're going to do? You're going to go right into your CRM, type in their information to put them in your contact list, which now hopefully will go immediately directly into your phone. So for that agent, he had spent $100 and got 6 leads, 3 of which closed escrow or got into escrow within his first 2 weeks, or I should say his first month of having this property ad. How many of you would like 3 leads for a mere $100 that came directly to you and not a third-party source? Most everybody, right? So these things really do work once you start to implement them. And I know if you don't have any listings just yet, at least activate your account, play with Rela a little bit, but get yourself prepared, right? I know today, in today's seller's market or hot seller's market right now, properties are going off like hotcakes. But you know what? At the end of the day, once you get into escrow, all you guys need to do is just unpublish the ad. Now, why do you need to do that? Well, when we unpublish the ad, then when we go to have a listing appointment with a potential seller, we can now show them in our listing presentation the things that we do for a seller. Here are the property websites that I've created for my past clients, and doing Facebook targeted ads using this website. These are how many leads we generated in just a mere couple of days. And we got into escrow, right? So it shows right away the things that you do, which is why you get paid what you get paid. So in the day and age where people want you to cut your commission, you now show value. Are there any questions on any of this?
No, but that was a great point you made at the end of that.
Thank you.
It's a good way to show what you do and why, your commission is your commission. You earn it.
Exactly. People shouldn't be putting money or their hands in your pocket. They should be putting money in your pocket, but not their hands to take money out. All right. Well, I know we went a little bit long. I apologize for that, but I definitely wanted to touch on this aspect of Rela. I think this is a huge portion of having that property website, but I think you guys will have a lot of fun doing this. If you all have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to either call me or email me. My email address is Tony, Tony, at ocrealtors.org, or you can call me at 949-586-6800, and my extension is 104. I hope you all had a fun time today.
Yeah, thank you. That was really good information.
And again, we are recording today's webinar, so everybody attending today will get a copy of today's webinar. If not later today, by tomorrow, I hope. But again, if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. And with that said, I hope you all have a great and wonderful night.
Thank you, you too. Bye.
All right, bye.